That is a 500 goats design. It's what we want to discuss about. Why would you need a design? If someone is going to start 500 goats, what is the space that is required for the design, where it is going to be occupied, and how much land do you need to do a project of 500 goats? So guys, stick with me to the end of this video. I'm very sure that these questions are going to be answered, and you're going to also acquire more information of what you've been asking yourself, that if you want to venture into goat farming, what is the space needed and how can you do such a business such that you don't get crashes along the way. We are going to see the difference between free range and zero grazing, but before we go to that, what is the space needed? If you're going to put up this structure, you need 200 by 200 feet. It will fit there very well, and even though it is for free range or zero grazing, because for free range we just need the partitioned structure, we also need the prey area. The importance of a prey area is when these goats haven't been taken to feed in the fields, they just go there and they do a sunbath, they do some exercise before they go for the feeding. The difference is prey area. Prey area is required on every structure of goats because these are jolly animals and they like playing, they like exercising, running here and there. It is a disservice when you do a goat structure and you really don't put for them a play area. If you have 200 by 200 feet, then your house is catered for either free range or zero grazing. Now, what is the land that is required for the whole project? That means if you're going to do zero grazing, we are looking at the space that you are required to plant pastures. On zero grazing, we give 50 goats per acre. That means you need 10 acres to do 500 goats on a zero grazing system. If we go to free range, you need 30 goats per acre. That means if you're looking at doing 500, we need 16 acres, 16 to 17. That means you will need 17 acres for free range and 10.5 acres for zero grazing system. So now, guys, you've seen that there is a difference between where the structure is going to be stipulated and the land that is required for the whole project. These are the components of this design. When we are giving it to you, you should expect to get the floor plan plus the elevations. Then you have to also get 3D impressions. You will also get bill of quantities. Bill of quantities, those are the items that you're going to use during the construction. Guys, we also do the construction for these structures. Someone may ask, where can I get this design? This design is readily available on our website www.shop.kimd.org. We shall leave a link in the description. You go please and you purchase it. It is very affordable for everyone who want to do an agritourism farm, but still when it is very cheap and affordable. The partitions that you have to find in our zero grazing, we have the journal flock, we have the kids pen, the journal flock that is having the dry mothers, the nannies, so that is why we call it a journal flock. And the bucklings, what is a buckling? A buckling is a young male but it hasn't reached the stage of mating. That is what we call a buckling. So the partitioned structure is having kids pen. As you can look at these partitions, we have the back section, we have the nannies and other partitions that we usually put. We don't include the isolation section on the main structure. No, since these animals are sick, it is advisable to put them away from the general flock. So that's why we always advocate for you to put the isolation section on a different area which is not attached on the main structure. Then when it comes to the play area, all the structures have the play area, the spraying crush. You can spray your goats from outside or inside. Now the difference always comes on the feeding sites or the feeding troughs. We always put the inside and outside feeders for the zero grazing, but when it comes to free range, we don't usually put feeders. But if you need them, then you can put few of them to do some supplementation for your goats. So you look at this design and you tell me, if you start in a way like this, then how are you going to fail really in this business? I'm very sure when you are doing everything in a systematic way of how it is supposed to be done. I told you that animal comfort is one of the reasons why your farm can prosper or even fail. Because if you do poor housing, then management might take a lot of money from you. If you would have needed like one worker, you might end up employing like 3 workers because of the poor management system that is at your farm. But many people don't see that. They just say, no, I cannot do something like that. Guys, if you are in a systematic way, even 1,000 goats can be looked after by 2 or 1 person, a technical one. So that is some of the reasons why I tell you that if you do acquire the designs, if your farm is well designed, you are going to ease management, and of course when the management is proper, there is low risks of what could really hit you. This design is readily available and very cheap. You check it out, guys, and if you have any inquiries, our WhatsApp is always available. You can look for us and we help you. We have started series of these designs because we have seen that people now, they are no longer taking it serious. Yet we had come most especially to help you in the housing system. We can cover all the sections like the feeding, the breeding and what, but still, if I believe that my information hasn't touched you very well, I will continue telling you and showing you the reason why I think if you do something like this, you're going to benefit. So guys, if you've been watching till this late and you haven't subscribed, I urge you to subscribe and leave a notification bell such that you are informed about our next upload. And in our next upload, we shall be bringing a farm layout for someone who is in need of doing a simple structure or a simple farm on 1 acre, 2 acres, dependingly, but when you have really utilized all your land. I love you very much, guys. Let us catch up in our next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.